Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monday, October 24th, CrowdRising webinar and update presentation. My name is Pete Redicup from Canada here at the moment, and I've also got Card with me from the tropics of Belize, Central America. Well, folks, tonight is a real special edition of the CrowdRising webinar and update presentation because clearly you guys have done a phenomenal job with sharing the marketing message and the magic of CrowdRising. 101,000 plus participants in so many countries around the world, so congratulations to each and every one of you that has made this possible. CrowdRising has been steady, has been consistent. I mean, from day one, many of you guys have been here and have shared this with your networks, your teams, and you're still here today. And it's 6 months ago we started this CrowdRising and officially launched it May 2nd of this year, 2016. And we've had a great run here, folks. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Many wonderful enhancements and things that we've done to CrowdRising, and that, my friends, is going to continue. Many enhancements that are coming along the way. Now, real quick recap here for those of you that maybe weren't on last Monday's webinar. You know, we introduced the soft lock feature is going to be implemented for stage 2 participants. We're going to gradually be working our way up the stages and soft locking all of the stages, but we're going to do it with plenty of time in between stages to give everybody a fair warning, give everybody a chance to just step up. If you've received 3 donations or more on stage 1 as it currently is, your account goes into soft lock mode and you must step up to stage 2. Now, same thing with stage 2. That is not current, not live yet, but it's going live. So we're just telling everybody that if you have received 3 or more donations, or you're getting close to 3 donations, get yourself stepped up to avoid that friendly little soft lock message on your account, because there's nothing that live support can do for you if your account gets soft locked. It's step up or remain soft locked. And this has been a really good thing. It's been a huge success for stage 1, and without a doubt, our community has asked for this, has requested this. It's going to be a huge hit for stage 2 as well, rewarding the uplines that have invested in their teams and have built a team, and they'll receive stage 3 donation. So that's always going to be welcomed and a great thing to keep the community vibrant and alive. And those that choose not to, well, no problem. You just are disconnected in a sense. You're no longer eligible for spills. You're no longer eligible for additional donations. And it's really a form of compression without doing a compression run of any kind, because it just weeds out those that choose not to or care not to, right? So it's going to be really great to keep your organizations really alive. Now, let's get into a real quick little presentation here for tonight. I'm going to just shoot over the PowerPoint real quickly here. I mean, there's so many new people all the time and that are joining CrowdRising, and clearly many of them have not seen a PowerPoint presentation and maybe don't quite understand how the spill works, don't quite understand how the pass-up works. So I'm going to get into a few details here. I'm not going to do an entire PowerPoint tonight, but I am going to just go over enough. I mean, you can watch the PowerPoint anytime, tutorial tab. It's there, and there's many on YouTube. Just go punch in CrowdRising in 3 minutes. There's a great 3-minute presentation that I did on YouTube that you can use if you want something really quick just to share with your people. So I'm going to skip through some of the slides here for the sake of time, and I'm going to get into the heartbeat of this thing and just really share some of the strategies as well that come with CrowdRising. And many of you know that we are in beta launch for Wealth Rising. It's the sister product of CrowdRising, completely independent of CrowdRising, but open to all of our CrowdRising participants that want to participate in a passive peer-to-peer project that is going to globally launch in November sometime. But we're in the hiccups of beta launch right now, and anyone with a stage 3 or higher step up in CrowdRising can already take their position with Wealth Rising. So it's going to be absolutely great, and appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out to be on the webinar or to listen to this live replay. Now, I want to talk about stepping up real quickly. Stepping up is what we do in CrowdRising, and it's $20 one time out of pocket, and it sets in motion an avalanche of donations that go to you. Now, in this simple little illustration here, it's very, very simple. You bring in your 3 people. I mean, that's when you want to step up to stage 2. You donate $20 to Bob. First of all, this is you, and then you bring in your 3 people. The moment you have brought in your goal, you immediately go and step up to stage 2, or else your account goes into soft lock mode. Now, the moment you're on stage 2, you can continue to bring in number 4 and number 5 to complete that row of 5 and have your $100 in donations that personally goes to your payment processors, your Bitcoin wallet, your PayPal account, whatever you have selected for a donation method in the My Money section of your CrowdRising back office. Now in this scenario, Susie is Bob's upline. So you will be donating $40 to Susie. That's the way the pass up feature works in CrowdRising. It's really unique how it works. It looks for the next upline that is qualified on that stage. For example, if Susie was not on stage 2, if she was stuck on stage 1, she'd be missing this $40 donation, and the software would continue to look up above Susie until it found someone. Now, the moment you're stepped up to stage 2, clearly you have the opportunity to go and find your 25 people. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You could help your people, your 5, and each help them get 5, and you can spill them down as well. If you sponsor more than 5, they spill down automatically. So referral 6 automatically goes down beneath your row of 5 into that row of 25. Now, clearly, this person will be donating the $20 to the person they spilled to. But when they step up to stage 2, then you are the recipient of that $40 donation. So you get this, right? You see the row of 25 there? They step up to stage 2. All of those people are going to be donating $40 to you. We get a lot of support tickets, a lot of questions about this, and this video, again, if you really take the time to understand how this works and watch the pass-up video in the back office, you will get it. You will understand how the system works here. It's very unique. Now, when you step up to stage 3, let's say soft lock was already enabled on stage 2. It's not enabled yet, but it will be very shortly. Let's say it was enabled. Well, the only way to get your account out of soft lock is to step up to stage 3. In this scenario, Jim is Susie's upline. He's on stage 3. So you will be donating $60 to Jim. That opens up your row of 125. And this makes it possible for you to receive 125 potential donations of $60 each. So very simple how this works. And you really got to understand that Jim must be on stage 3 in order to receive that stage 3 donation. If he was not there, the software would look up, up, up. You know what? Here's something interesting I'm going to share with you guys real quickly. Just the day before yesterday, I was on a call with Gerhard, and I said, look at this. I'm working on a support ticket right now, one who's stepping up to stage 4. And this person that wants to go to 4 right now, I looked in the genealogy, and that donation had 17 uplines, 17 of them that were all on 2s and 3s. No one in that lineage was on stage 4. And I looked at this, and I even Skyped Gerhard the username. I said, you got to look at this. This is just wild. How these people are not stepping up to stage 4. Any one of these people could have received the stage 4 donation. Anyone in this line of 17 people that got passed up. You're passed up. Many of you are passed up on a daily basis, and you don't even know it's happening because you're not on stage. You're not on that stage. So the message is, get yourself stepped up, guys. You're really leaving a lot of donations on the table by leaving this to chance and thinking, well, you know what, I'm not going to donate that stage 4. I'm not going to donate that $100. I'm not going to donate that $200 because, I may not get it back. Well, the reality is, if you donate it, you go to work with your team, speed of the leader is always the speed of the pack. You're going to very quickly realize that it was a pretty wise move, and your people will see what you do, and they will follow your example, right? And you just set up a really good practice here for your team to follow. So it's a really good idea for you guys to take this serious, because I've seen participants, like that in the first week, they go to stage 5 and they're receiving stage 5 donations, a week later. And it's incredible because it duplicates so fast and it works so well if the upline does, if you do, right? So in the passive video, and this is the slide I'm on right now, it basically gives you an example of how the passive works. If you want to step up to stage 5, for example, the software points 5 up and it looks at Harry, and it very clearly shows Harry's not on stage 3, or not on stage 5. He's only on stage 3. So you've got two choices. One, if you're in a hurry, you can just click proceed, and the software looks up and awards the donation to the next upline. In this scenario, Fred would receive it. But you know what? We always encourage, contact the person, let the person know. Say, hey, you know what? I got to go to stage 5, and I noticed you are the rightful recipient, Harry. If you can get yourself on stage 5 in the next 24 hours, I would be more than happy to donate to you. So if Harry responds, great. You know what I mean? Give Harry the donation. Why not, right? So as long as he confirms you and you submit step 2 in your back office, you're good to go. To you, it really doesn't matter who is going to be the recipient, as long as you know that recipient is responsive and will confirm your donation so that you're not held up. If you are held up, you put in a support ticket, and support will take care of you in the event that your upline is asleep at the switch and does not confirm your donation. We get emails all day long and support tickets all day long from people that have their uplines really asleep at the switch and are just not approving, and that is not acceptable. And this is what SoftLock is going to eliminate. It's going to eliminate the inactive people, those that maybe have walked away already or doing something else, not paying attention, just going to SoftLock those people, and eventually we'll do an inactivity sweep in CrowdRising, which means anyone that's active, not paying attention, not logging into their account at least once a month, they're just going to be swept over to the waiting area, and that's where they can sit dormant, inactive as long as they wish. At least they're not hampering the efforts of the active participants that are working the CrowdRising platform. So it's really unique, some things that are coming, guys, and it's going to be powerful for those that really are excited about it and continue to work this amazing peer-to-peer donation platform. So let's go to the platform itself. Well, clearly it's based on 5 who refer 5. There are tiers, and the member potential, it multiplies by 5. Your first row has 5, the next row is 25, 120, 25. Clearly the numbers get big. Don't get hung up on the numbers. You'll never fill all the tiers, so don't worry about that. The donation amounts start at 20, 40, 60, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 700, and me for stage 10. Now, we really focus on the strategy for the first 3 tiers here, and it's great. It's real simple math if you can get this to work and to happen in your team, but the reality is that everyone's going to always step up, but you know what? Here's the message. Get yourself to stage 4 and stage 5. Did you know that stage 5 is the magic stage, the leadership stage in CrowdRising? That's where you can turn your spill off, and by turning your spill off, it means you can go as wide as you want front. You feel you can work wider than 5, you want to work 10 wide, 15, 20, 50, 100 wide, that's up to you. Every participant will donate $20 to you again. Now let's do the math real quickly. If you're on stage 5, if you're a leader, you know what, you're already going to be on stage 5. And I'm really going to emphasize this, guys. Get yourself to stage 5. There's magic there. Let's do a quick scenario here for stage 5. If you go out and you turn your spill off, and let's say you just want to go and work with maybe 15 on your front line. Maybe you're a good marketer. You've got no problem working with 15 front lines. Well, you turn the spill off so that it doesn't spill. It goes all front line. So you put the next 10 people in on your front line. They're all going to donate $20 to you each again. So that's 10 donations of $20. That's $200. That right there alone just paid for your step up to stage 5. Even if you get no immediate stage 5 donations, how powerful is that? And many leaders do this. Now, I'm not saying you have to or you should. I'm just saying it's a suggestion. Maybe you got a really good leader coming on board and you just want to open that spill up and work with one more leg on your front line. Being on stage 5, it gives you that toggle switch in your back office that you can turn it on and off at the flick of a switch, and it's really powerful. Now, I'm also going to be sharing a little bit of a strategy here today in regards to how you can really work CrowdRising platform together in harmony with Wealth Rising. But I'm going to save that to the end here, so stick around, guys. Don't go away right away when the presentation ends, because I'm going to have a powerful little nugget for you here today, and just give you some insight on how to really maximize your opportunity in CrowdRising and how to use that opportunity to catapult your participants into Wealth Rising, the peer-to-peer passive project that's in beta launch right now. Now, clearly your donations, as far as CrowdRising, we do not manage them. That is your donation account. We don't even see what you list in your back office. We recommend that you set up minimum 5 ways of donations, whether that's Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, MoneyGram, Western Union, Payza, Skrill, Solid Trust Pay, cash in hand for your local community, whatever you decide, your local bank, in the currency of your country, whatever you want. You have to list that in your back office. Do a separate entry for every one. Add account, put your bank account in there, and you complete it. Add Solid Trust Pay, complete it. Put lots of details in there. How they can contact you. All this information. Have it all nicely organized in the My Money section, because this is your account section. This is what you need to enter, and you need to make sure that you have left nothing to chance, so that the stranger is donating to you. It takes the guesswork out of it. They can just donate to you, and it's just done. It's simple, it's easy, and it's pain-free for them. There's too many of our participants that just list 1 or 2 in there. They've got, like, I've seen a lot of Nigerians do this. Not picking on Nigeria, but I mean, I've seen many of them do this. They list in Nira, their local currency, they list that, their local bank, and they maybe list one other payment processor. Someone else from somewhere abroad, another country, they look at this and say, well, I can't donate to this person. I'm in big trouble here. They don't have Bitcoin listed. They don't have cryptocurrency listed. They don't have Western Union listed. I don't know if you can't accept Western Union in Nigeria. I have no idea. I don't know if I think you guys can't do PayPal, or can you? I'm not even sure. But you know what? Whatever you can accept, put it in your My Money section so that people can physically donate to you. You can even create an invoice from within your PayPal account and send someone an invoice. Someone that wants to donate to you and they don't have a PayPal account, they don't need one. Just get their email address, create an invoice, send them an invoice to their email. They pull out their credit card, they pay the invoice, and they submit it, and you go and approve them. Have them still submit step 2 in their CrowdRising back office, and then you approve that donation. Very simple. It's very easy to do. And of course, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. I mean, everyone should have that. If you don't have Bitcoin set up, get a wallet set up. It's so simple. Go to YouTube, Google the topic. I mean, just watch a little video of how to set up a free Bitcoin wallet. It takes just a few minutes, and it's like fun to do, and you'll enjoy receiving your transactions via Bitcoin. Now, of course, CrowdRising, the peer-to-peer donation platform that is grown considerably, 100,000 plus participants. And both Gerard and I just want to thank you to all of our CrowdRising participants. Clearly, you are the reason why this happened. I mean, Gerard and I couldn't have done this without you. Yes, we created the platform, but you know what? You guys are the ones that took this vehicle and introduced this concept to your friends, your family, your loved ones, your church, whomever you wanted to bless with CrowdRising. And there's so many wonderful ways to work this platform, but you know what? The real fruits of what CrowdRising is all about, it really, really starts to become crystal clear when you get yourself to stage 5, because, oh, guys, you know what? I see so many people stuck on stage 3 and 4, and they just have no idea how much they are missing out, how much they leave on the table just by not stepping up to that crucial stage and receiving those donations and opening that 5th or opening that 6th, 7th, and 8th leg up on their front line. If they want to bring in a real strong leader, it's powerful, guys. It's really powerful. Take this serious, what I'm sharing with you. And you know what? I want to encourage you. If you're a guest here, get back to the person that invited you, that referred you to this video, and just embrace them, welcome them, and get them started, help that person, help that new person get started. And your sponsor, clearly if they took the time to share this with you, they're going to have every interest to walk you through the basic steps here in case you get tripped up. The tutorial tab is very good. There's a lot of good videos there that walk you through the process and the whole donation concept of CrowdRising here. All right, now at the end of this webinar here, I wanted to just share a little strategy, and I'm going to also be calling Gerhard on here a little bit, and we're going to just tag team here a bit, and I want to share a powerful strategy with you guys for wealth rising. Now, many of you are probably listening to this video and thinking, well, what's wealth rising? I've heard about it, maybe seen it on our Facebook page or our Skype group, but maybe you just haven't actively connected or been engaged with the community in terms of what is happening. Wealth Rising is a peer-to-peer passive project that uses Bitcoin and Solid Trust Pay that is in beta launch as we speak. Beta launch, that's right, folks. We are just placing people that are in CrowdRising into Wealth Rising right now. No need to recruit a soul if you don't want to. It's passive, but it is peer-to-peer. Again, it goes directly from one member to another member, and it uses only Bitcoin and Solid Trust Pay. Now, we're in the beta phase. Now, beta means exactly what it is. Beta. There's hiccups, there's things that have to be fixed, there's glitches that happen, and that's how we launched CrowdRising. That's how we're launching Wealth Rising right now. Now, the strategy that I want to share with you is get back to your CrowdRising inviter, whoever sponsored you in CrowdRising, and knock on their door, ring their Skype, give them a Facebook chirp, and just let them know, hey, you know what? I want to know a little bit more about this Wealth Rising thing. I want to get involved in this. It's minimum $20 if you want to get started, to a maximum of $5,000. It's entirely up to you. There's a couple of different plans, but you know what? What's really interesting about this concept is the strategy that you, our friends, can use in CrowdRising to really, again, catapult your people into Wealth Rising from CrowdRising. Even if they're brand new, they've never heard of CrowdRising, here's how the strategy works. And it's very, very simple. And it works the absolute best if you're on stage 5 and you turn your spill off. Now, if you have a vacancy in your row of 5, this will work great too, whether you're stage 1 or you're stage 2. If you have a vacancy on your row of 5, this is how it goes. You approach someone, a friend, someone that you think would be interested in potentially Wealth Rising, and you say to them, listen, you heard of CrowdRising. Let's do this in 2 parts. Let's say they never heard of CrowdRising. You explain CrowdRising to them, get the YouTube CrowdRising in 3-minute video, send it to them, let them watch the 3-minute video. Then, after they've looked at the video, you say, you know what, I have a very interesting proposition for you. Okay, what's the proposition? And the proposition is this, my friend. If you come in to CrowdRising, it's a very unique donation platform. It's a $20 one-time donation. What you will do is give me a $20 donation. I will approve you. You'll submit step 2. You'll follow the directions. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and go one step further. I'm going to enter you under me as your sponsor into Wealth Rising. Oh, how does that work? The person asks, and what's that all about? And then you go about just sharing the concept of Wealth Rising a little bit. Take them to the website, wealthrising.net. Keep in mind, it's rough, it's beta, it's a draft site, it's not the finished product by any means. But you know what? The How It Works page is good at explaining how it's going to work. So they can go there, they can read it. Now, what you do is you offer them a position with you in Wealth Rising. For that $20 donation they're going to give you, you're going to confirm them, approve them, in other words, and you're going to convert that $20 into Bitcoin or Solid Trust Pay for them. And you're going to create another stream, if you will, for them in Wealth Rising. Sign them up under you, and deposit that $20 donation they gave you into their Bitcoin wallet, even helping them set up a real quick Bitcoin wallet. Easy to do, guys. Easy, simple. And then you get a little Bitcoin, send them $20 of Bitcoin. Now they can make their initial starter package, the Kickstarter in Wealth Rising, at a minimum 20. Now, what did you accomplish with this? First of all, you got them into CrowdRising. Maybe they'll get excited about it. Maybe they'll invite someone. Maybe they won't. Okay, let's just say they don't. They go into Wealth Rising, and okay, I've got this CrowdRising thing going now. That's kind of cool. I can invite participants if I wish. They will donate $20 each to me if they do step up. I'm liking this. Now he sees his Wealth Rising account without recruiting, without the need to do that. He now sees his Wealth Rising account. Okay, this is interesting. Now there's hourly growth. There's daily growth in that account. I mean, this thing is ticking away. Whether you invite someone or not, your plan is maturing after 15 days in this Kickstarter package. Interesting. Now, my Bitcoin, my original CrowdRising little donation that I got in is now in Bitcoin, or was in Bitcoin, and I deposited that into my Wealth Rising account. Now that's growing for me, slowly and surely. This person looks at this and says, this is interesting. I wonder what happened if I maybe threw a little more into this. Maybe I should throw $100 or $300 into this. I should just try it and see what happens. You know what? This is something that we don't do. We don't say you should put in X amount. That's your business. You have to decide the amount that you're comfortable with. And we just feel that there's a really, really solid opportunity here for anyone that has vacancies in their row of 5 to use this strategy. And again, it's a buffet. It's a smorgasbord here, if you will. If you like this idea, you use it. If you don't like it, no problem. Don't do it. But you know what? Your sponsor, obviously, your upline, is the person that's going to invite you into Wealth Rising. So you really want to connect with them. If the sponsor is not in Wealth Rising, well, then you're at liberty to go with whomever you choose. If you know someone in the community that's active and you want to be with that person, you contact that person and you say, hey, I would love for you to be my sponsor in Wealth Rising. So you can't do any deposits, none of that stuff right now. Let's just get positioned right now before we open this up globally in November. So it's going to be very interesting. And I'm going to turn this over to Gerhard here really quick. I'm going to invite Gerhard on to come and just elaborate a little further on this, maybe give us a short little update. This is not a Wealth Rising webinar today, but we're just giving you a tidbit of a nugget here, if you will, on how to really use CrowdRising again to really get your people excited about this paradigm shift of Wealth Rising that is on our doorstep, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be very, very popular, and it's going to grow very rapidly. Do not be surprised if Wealth Rising actually outgrows CrowdRising very, very rapidly. So, with that being said, Gerhard, are you able to come on here and just anything that I may have missed and anything that you want to add here? So, join me in welcoming Gerhard.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, Pete. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this update webinar here tonight. As always, it's a great honor and a pleasure to be here with you. I just want to carry this this last comment that you made about the scenario that you painted where they would register their brand new CrowdRising sign up in Wealth Rising, and how we can simplify the process of them crediting their new signups Wealth Rising account. So instead of going through the process of finding Bitcoin or finding Solid Trust Pay, or because those are the only two payment methods that are currently going to be used or are being used in Wealth Rising. Now you would simply just either contact Pete or myself, and you would simply just give us the details of who this person is, your brand new CrowdRising sign up is. All we would need is just their username, and then what we can do is we can make arrangements in the event that you don't have either Solid Trust Pay in your account nor any Bitcoin. But if you do have Payza or you do have PayPal and perhaps a few other payment processors, that remains to be determined yet. But anyways, namely PayPal or Payza, then we can help you with that to simplify this process where you would forward $20 worth of PayPal or $20 worth in Payza. Of course, you would have you would have to include the fees so that the recipient, either Pete or myself, that would help you with the process of swapping currencies. We would then deposit the full amount either in Bitcoin or in Solid Trust Pay into the CrowdRising community. So now that instead of you going through the process of finding Bitcoin or Solid Trust Pay, you simply just contact us. We credit that person's account, your brand new sign-ups account, with either Solid Trust Pay or Bitcoin, whatever their preferred payment method is. If it's Bitcoin, then we will credit their account with Bitcoin. And when it comes for them to withdraw, they can only withdraw Bitcoin. They cannot turn around and say, okay, I want Solid Trust Pay. If they select if their favorite payment method is Solid Trust Pay, then we will credit their account with the $20 that you have forwarded to either Pete or myself. Credit their account with the $20 in Solid Trust Pay, and again the same thing. Whenever it comes for them that they want to start to withdraw some of their earnings or whatever, then they can only withdraw in Solid Trust Pay. So I hope that made sense, and that is one way of offering you a convenience to make it streamlined, make it as user friendly as possible. Now, just a brief little update and a reminder. First of all, for those that may not already in the know, that the current script will be discarded. I have hired our North American programmer friend, and he's a true professional programmer. He is currently hard at work creating a script for Wealth Rising. So for those of you that are in CrowdRising, you already know what to expect. It as you have seen, CrowdRising is a top-notch professional script. It had very, very few minor bugs in the beginning, but this programmer was right on the ball. He was very responsive. He immediately went and took care of those little bugs, and we can expect no less of this professional programmer to be doing it for the Wealth Rising community. Once he is set, has everything ready, it's said and done, then the current site will be taken offline. I will export the entire database, and the American programmer will import that database into the brand new system. So, and then Pete and myself and a handful of beta testers that we will be inviting, we will go and do some testing to make sure that everything performs flawlessly. And once we're happy that it is doing so, then we will announce when the site will come back online. So once the site does come back online, then you will be logging into a brand new professional script, a brand new professional back office. It may well be similar to what you're already accustomed to in CrowdRising, but that remains to be seen. But anyways, bottom line is that once everything has been said and done, then you will start up in the new system, or you will have left off in the current system. The current system, as Pete already said, we're currently just placing everybody and giving them an opportunity to place their personally sponsored CrowdRising referrals. It is currently still open for those on stage 3. I believe it opens up tomorrow for those on stage 2. However, the window of opportunity, or the window to place those that are in stage 3 or higher, it does not close. Just because we let's say, for example, we're saying, okay, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we open up for the placement for those that are on stage 2. That doesn't mean that stage 3, 4, 5, and up all the way up to the highest stage is not closed. No, anybody at any time If they have not already been placed, all they need to do is either notify their original sponsor in CrowdRising, letting them know, hey, I'm ready to go into Wealth Rising. Are you already there? If he or she says nope, and I'm not going to, no problem. All you do is contact either Pete or myself, and we will immediately go ahead and place you into Wealth Rising. So with that said, I'll pass it back to you, Pete.
Thank you so much, Gerhard, for that explanation. And yeah, like Gerhard mentioned, just because we're moving down the stages here, if your window, if we've gone past stage 4, you were stage 4 and you jump in, that has not closed for you, nor will that close for you. So it's just now is the time for you to take your position. And even if you do it later, it's fine. You didn't miss anything, because we're in a period right now. There are no PAs. PAs are the provide assistance. That's disabled at the moment because we found a little bug in the system that we had to iron out, and Gerhard just explained what's going on. So some of the strategies that I shared with you here today as well, and I want to be very clear with that as well, because I don't want any confusion with this. The strategies I shared with you will work like a charm when this officially launches. Right now, you can only bring them in if they're stage 2 or higher. As we move down to stage 2, you can't bring in someone who isn't stage 2. So very often, you know what? The strategy that you can use, and many people are doing this already in CrowdRising, it's very simple. You bring someone in. Let's talk about the concept of comping someone in as well. Now that's an option for you as well. If you want to pay it forward for someone, you want to comp someone in, if you've got a row of 5 open, if you want to do that out of the goodness of your heart, a family member, a friend, someone who's maybe just bitten the bullet and had a bad ride in the industry, and you want to say, you know what, just pretend, go through the motions of you sending money. I'm going to prove you in Rising, even though you didn't send a donation, and I'm going to help you get into Wealth Rising here as well, and I'm going to just really make sure you're looked after. Sometimes that little gesture of goodwill can go a long, long way. Now, I'm only sharing this with you as a nugget, something that you can consider doing, especially once it physically launches and opens up globally. But for now, what you would do, and what many people are doing, is getting these people in, whether you gave them a pay it forward, whether you give them the offer that I originally gave you to, like Gerhard mentioned, crediting their accounts. I'm sorry, folks, my phones are going off the hook here. What you're going to do is you're going to encourage these people, if they're going to work CrowdRising, if they're going to get excited about this concept, you know what, they're going to be clearly bringing in people. They're going to be stepping up to stage 2. You're going to be the recipient of those $40 donations if they're going to go and work, bite some people. So you see, it can have a dual effect. It can have a really good effect in CrowdRising for you, and it can also really work in your favor in Wealth Rising, giving them 2 streams ultimately for a one-time donation of $20. So, I hope you understand what I'm trying to share here. This is very powerful. Many of our leaders are doing this as we speak, and it is having a very, very, very wonderful introduction to their networks, to their people that haven't even heard of CrowdRising. So with that being said, we're going to be elaborating on this, future updates, and for the sake of time, let's end this on this note. We just feel we've got something true, something solid, something of integrity, something of transparency to offer to the world, to anyone that's serious. You've already experienced what CrowdRising is and how it works, and Wealth Rising is going to be just absolutely stellar, top-notch. It's going to be exciting to work with each and every one of you. So on that note, Gerhard will stick around for his Q&As, but I do have to run, so I thank each and every one of you for your time out here this Monday. And just remember, every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, we do our CrowdRising webinar and update right here on this platform. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful night.